game coming up today for you guys is Briar versus Lavaya. So that's going to be a good one. Well, Briar. Well, are people still trying to get Briar LL'd? I think that's genuinely a thing people are trying to do. So
they're trying to get that last 2 points, right? Even if we had to give her 100 points from a calling, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, I think Briar's a decent deck. I think Briar can do well.
I think Briar versus Lavaya definitely could easily swing either way. I think it's all a matter of whether we've got a big, huge blowout Channel Mount heroic turn, and at the end of the day, even if you can keep that for like 2 turns and then come up with another one, you could just
anything can happen when the mountain's down, right? Like it is just it's a crazy card. We see a lot of people in the chat here. Thank you for joining us so early in the morning. It's only 9:20 in the UK, but depending on your time zone, it could be earlier. I saw someone from Texas earlier said it was 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not up at 3 a.m., guys, but I appreciate you being here. If you are staying up late to watch this, if you're waking up early to watch this, thank you so much for coming to the stream for the Calling Birmingham. It is a big deal. It's the first calling in the UK.
It is, and I'm trying to work out whether I'm genuinely this blurry in real life.
You are looking pretty blurry. I think it's because I am sheen, I'm trim.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think I'm making you look fuzzy.
I know.
I'm making you look fuzzy. I got the head's a bit fuzzy on my side. But look at you.
You're
You're a blurry boy.
I know.
It's because the camera sees me and it wants to focus on my face.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you said you wanted to sit there, so I'm just saying. Yeah, Channel Mount versus Blood Rush. Crazy. Can't wait to repost Malphos and play the Brood Copy Bastard when he rolls 1-1. Hey, it's Shamir. Shamir. How you doing?
Sheesh.
How are you doing? Shame you can't be here. We understand. But just to know, we're all thinking of you. But hope you're doing good, dude. And yeah, we've got Matt Folks versus Piotr. We got to go back to our. We learned a lot of. I'm assuming Polish, but I don't know for certain. Polish pronunciation back when we casted the Polish nationals that has completely fallen out of my head. So, Piotr, thank you. I just got a word from the studio that it's pronounced Piotr. So,
it's pronounced Piotr, yeah.
Thank you, everyone. We will be getting into this game as soon as possible. Oh, matchups on screen now.
Oh.
Whoa, look at that. Whoa.
Here we go.
Guys, can you tell we're not seeing this for the first time. Look at that amazing art of Briar. I believe the artist who drew that is actually at the Calling Birmingham today.
He is.
Signing cards, art. Go check them out.
And if Briar wins today, everyone who's getting those signed cards are in for a treat.
Yeah, they're in for a treat. They're in for a treat. Hamish, tell me a little bit about Levia, because I think, or Levia, I think it was confirmed that.
Well, you should know.
I should know, yeah, because my wife voiced Vincent and got told the official pronunciation, but I've forgotten it already.
It's Levia.
Levia, confirmed by LSS. Yeah.
So this matchup, I would say that it's going to be a really interesting one, right? Because Levia has now received a massive upgrade with Scal and Freshbag, as well as we've got the Husk as well. Those 2 bits of kit are going to be doing a massive job of stopping these really, really big turns that Briar can push out. And Levia is just a little bit more consistent, much more consistent now, to be able to just push out easy 3-card 12 damage. So if you're wondering what that means, it's basically with the 3 cards, I can pitch a card and play 2 different types of cards out, and he can easily just get to 12 damage, especially with now we can do the flip into consumption.
Insane, yeah. And Hamish was having a lot of fun with scanning Flashbag yesterday and some of the side events that we managed to play. And you were praising it to high heaven by the end of the day.
It's so good. It's so good. Just because you know that they're going to get that last card in, especially Briar's got like a load of 0 for 4s. If she can just get that last little push with the Channel Mount heroic off a big card, and you just go, okay, I'm just going to block with the Scout and Flashback, get rid of that. That's like a huge damage prevention just right there.
This is a big matchup. It's a really big matchup for this first game. It's what we try to bring you the best games. We're getting a little bit of glare on the Briar's equipment. It might be interesting if we could go to the studio to find out what that equipment is for you. But we're seeing on the Levia side, just like Hamish was saying, Scanning Flashback, Husk, Gambler's Gloves, and the Scabbies. Let's see how many rolls we get today. You rolling Scabs a lot?
I don't know. I think it's all about a matter of whether the there's a lot of damage that you could be pushed out if you do, or if you just got a choice of just going, I could play, just come in for 6, or I can try and push this out for 12, and it's going to really count. that'll be really when you want to do it. But that's a great opening for Matt Fox. He's just starting the turn up, going war or peace with the warmongers. And obviously,
pretty good response though.
He's turned around and went, "Peace, bro."
Yeah,
here's a mountain.
I'll choose peace.
Yeah,
and sets up a nice turn there, getting the mountain up really early. That's not what you want to be seeing against Briar.
But Levia has still got her bit. She's sitting there with her big load of equipment, like sitting there waiting for turns like this, because Channel there's only 3 cards. I know Briar's pretty good at getting these cards back into her deck, like through different means. But at the end of the day, it gets harder to try and do that. So you've got to look at it as
well. It's a completely different deck when you don't draw into your channels. It can do numbers, but the numbers are not so good when you don't have that channel up. But we do see a good response here with the Art of War. I think that's a pitch Diabolic Ultimatum, so not gonna use the kind of like banish the Diabolic. I think it's Diabolic there, so it might be the
it is Diabolic, and banishing the Ghostly Touch, and
nice
I think he's going for a go again, I imagine.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. It's a little bit harder to access go again in Levia unless you want to roll those scabs, but a bit too early for that, and especially not with a mountain on the field. It's going to be interesting because getting that mountain up early is going to have a big impact on the game. But like Hamish was saying, we've got the Scowling Fleshback here. That could prevent 7 damage. It could prevent more. Like,
it can be. It's huge. It's more than just the 2 it blocks.
Yeah. So it's be interesting to see how Peter plays around that Scowling Fleshback. He's got to be really careful about what they commit and make sure they use their cards in a good way. Ghostly Visit in this matchup, Recursion Package. That is a good shout, Shamir, because I think you want to run. The recursion thing is really interesting. Might be a bit too big brain for me.
It's just a matter of being able to have plenty of cards that can be played out of the banish zone, and Ghostly Touch is definitely one of those cards that is just really handy for that, because he's going to play it out. It's going to go into the bin, and he's going to play cards that are going to put 3 cards back into the banish zone. And that is just that just that consistent being able to just go, right, you know what? If I don't have a lot of cards in hand and I need to block out, at least I can just go. Ghostly, even if I'm rolling a Scabs, Ghostly Touch, or even Dread Screamer, just that cost curve is just really good.
The sun's moving off the screen a bit, but we've got word from the studio. I'm getting a little buzzing in my ear here. The Briar player is running Grasp, Crown of Providence, Snaps, and Dyadic Carapace, which is the one you might not be able to see in the middle, and Snaps on the boots.
Carapace.
Yeah, so that's the.
It's Friggy.
Yeah, it's just Phrygian. Doesn't go for the Ether Ironweave. I'm still a big fan of Ether Ironweave, I'll be honest with you. I've seen people running Carapace. I like it myself, but 2 resources is pretty good.
Yeah, 2 resources can push into more. It can actually turn into more points of value over the course of that one turn than the free block that Dyadic Carapace can bring. But I imagine in this, it's going to be a little bit slower.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wee bit slower. So having a bit more of a fridge to stop some big turns is obviously what Peter is thinking. We've got a judge call coming up. So it is... So Matt, I see what's going on here. So the Art of War...
He's trying to pay Hal, but he needs to banish from the...
No, it's not that. So what's happening here is I think it's because he hasn't banished a 6 cost.
Yeah, he's banished a 4.
He hasn't banished a 6 cost, so he can't actually play that out. He's banished Ghostly Touch. Ghostly Touch is a 4 strength.
Yeah.
So I think he's picked the wrong card here, and he wants to play that out. And I think I'm not going to be the judge here. Quite simply, he can't play it. So he banishes the Ghostly Touch, draws 2. He can't play the card.
Yeah.
Unless he banishes a Strength 6 card. That's a shame, but I think it's not over. I mean, he's plenty to do, but probably just not quite what Matt wanted to do.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a weaker turn because of it, but we'll see how he plays out the turn now with all that bearing all that in mind.
Is it due to Warmongers? I don't believe it is. There's been no non-attack action cards. It's due to the no 6 cost being banished.
Yeah, Brut's hard. Brute hard.
Brute hard.
Hello, Jotrick. Hello, Ivafidia. Fantastic to see you here. I think I saw Nick Butcher saying we should be watching Matt Rogers and Pablo Pinto. I imagine Matt Rogers and Pablo Pinto are going to get on the stream.
I imagine at some point.
Today,
if they do well, if they're doing quite well.
You never know.
Unless you want to see an 07 Pablo Pinto.
Yeah, well. It's something to see. I want to see.
I'm not saying that Pablo will go 07. I'm just saying.
I think it's a good point that because of the it's not as strong a turn as Matt wanted it. It's not the right time on that where the Bride player's got the mountain up. You really want to be putting on at least some pressure.
Well, the
does draw a
Sigil
block,
Suffering's good.
which is great. Yeah, you know, why not? Don't think the no AB from Levia, so that's going to come for 4 and 1 damage. First damage of the game. First damage of the tournament.
Ooh,
dealt. One damage dealt. One damage dealt.
The first damage of the tournament.
But yeah, that was definitely not. Well, we'll see what the follow-up is going to be here after that ghostly.
I wonder what the follow-up would be. It is gonna. I imagine it'll be a card played from hand. All right, okay. So Hungering Slaughter Beast coming in for 7.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep recurring that ghostly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We didn't really comment. I think Jotra in the chat was saying that it's actually kind of a one-off ghostly. So actually, probably quite nice for the Levia to get that out early. Start getting that, getting that in and out of the banish zone ASAP.
I don't know whether if a 6 cost has been put in to turn off the blood debt, and that's probably what they're checking now. No, there isn't actually.
No.
So he will take that 1 blood debt from the ghostly, and I am probably going to pronounce Pietro.
We'll ask the studio. But we'll apologies if we mispronounce it.
Yeah, apologies if we do mispronounce that. But he's just took the full 7 to the face. Now we've got Channel Mount Heroic time trick.
I'm seeing some good cards.
You're a Briar player.
I talk with Briar. I never did this stuff though.
Here we go. Ooh, okay, we've got a Force of Nature. It's not fused. It doesn't need to be fused, right? We've got a Ravenous Rabble.
Hits
Flip a red.
CNC off the top.
Okay, straight 7. If this hits, draw a card.
Make an embodiment of Earth as well.
It's going to draw that CNC if it hits.
And Matt's going to be thinking,
Scowling Flashback.
Scowling Flashback here going to do its job.
Yeah. But he's going to draw the card if it does hit, right?
Yeah.
So he's blocking for 4 currently. Oh, and the Brune Chant. Take the 1. So he's blocking for 4. Is he got a defense reaction just to get that full block for 7? Or he doesn't need to, actually. He's blocking for 4 right now. He just needs to block with a 3.
I think Matt will be quite comfortable now that he's intimidating a card, because you want to be careful about that embodiment just in case you accidentally turn on the go again of Swarming Gloomveil. I think that's something that people often don't consider. I
think he's sitting there thinking, well, I could randomly intimidate 1 card from your hand because I know that the CNC's not, unless you've got a random blue sitting around.
It's good information for Matt as well that he knows the CNC's on top of the deck, so he can think about making sure that he clears his arsenal.
Yeah.
We're going to see, I think, what card is left in hand. Oh, it is the attack, because I think the other one was an embolism. So actually, that's really good news for manage to push. And this, can, if it hits, can make a quicken token. I don't think he's going to commit snaps at this point, but
no, because he's
probably not going to draw a card because he's got an arsenal at this point. But it's just 7 damage, isn't it?
Well, no, he is going to draw the card because of the Force of Nature.
Yeah.
Because then
maybe he will commit snaps.
But he's got a CNC to come in.
Yeah.
So he could. Good. Well, he could. No. Yeah, but he could then pitch the CNC to do Rosetta.
Yeah, it's just whether you want to commit. I don't think I'd. But you got Channel Mount Heroic up, but I don't think you commit your snaps to swing Rosetta on a Channel Mount Heroic turn. You commit your snaps to deal 7 more damage, but. We'll see. I think hopefully we'll get he'll probably get the hit through, make the quicken, set himself up for next one. But does he actually maybe not, because you don't want to give Briar.
No, you don't want to give Briar going because he's just going to sit there with Ghostly Touch with the quicken.
So we'll see what the players think they want to do. But he's pushed 14 damage, and potentially he will draw and choose what he wants to Arsenal here. So we'll
yeah. So Matt having a think here. I thought he was about to give the Briar a little hug there with his hand.
He was just
it's a very, very long arm extension there. He's having a good old thing. It's a real tricky one because 7, going down to 30, drawing the cards, and he's probably just also just thinking through what's my turn going to be like afterwards. I've got the Graveling Growl in Arsenal. I need to get a 6 cost into the banish zone. In order to get this played out, that 6 cost has to be a go again. Although I do see a Dread Screamer, so that's pretty good. He's probably thinking now that I've actually got enough cards now in the bin to be able to do the Dread Screamer Graveling Growl turn. He's taking the 7. He's drawing the cards, and I believe he's picked no options from the.
Yeah, so we're going to get a slight delay on the live totals just because we're having some issues with, well, not issues, the players just aren't doing it. Not gonna cover them.
Yeah.
But
neither player is using the stream deck.
but we do have a
They're
poll up
deep
if you
in.
want to predict who's going to win this game. Looks like Briar's currently doing okay, but
Yeah.
so, you know, we've this is the knowledge of a Briar having just you know, had a channel out heroic turn. So
That's true.
might
So
have been different if we'd done it at the start. But yeah, like you're saying, Hamish, here comes the Dread Screamer.
yes, and he's got those 3 cards because the Scowling Fresh Bag has got Blade Break, and that's going in. So that's filling that graveyard, nice and easy. Dread Screamer for 6, and he's got 1 float in, and we do know there's a Graveling Growl sitting in the arsenal that he tried to play but couldn't get it out. Just having a look through to see how many Blood Deck cards are in the Banish Zone. He's got currently 2 right now. And that Dread Screamer is being covered up by a...
The embodiment of Earth, then.
Yeah, that's what we thought was going to happen. The Graveling Guard from Arsenal. Easy, told you. 3-card set.
It's
3-card 12. This is the 3-card 12.
That's what you want, really. It's the 3-card 12. Just trying to push that pressure, put that pressure on.
You see, this is the interesting point now, where I think that Briar is in this really interesting spot where she's doesn't really want to be blocking up too much, right? I mean, unless you've got plenty of rabbles going on, but she's, you know, it's just Rune Blade. Needs to do a lot of setup.
Yeah, Briar playing nice and defensively though. I like it. You don't give up your life too easily. Like, you know, commit some blocks. Like, play to your big turns.
Yeah, chat. It's just let us know as well, so we can inform back to the studio with Alan whether the transitions is very loud or not. So
yeah, we'll
be rolling with it.
We can provide feedback. But again, yeah, taking a little bit of damage there just to go slightly under the and make sure he turns in the scarf. Scarf go again.
That's it, then.
7 go again.
7 go again. Followed up by probably a Rosetta maybe, or an Arsenal.
No resource floating, so I think commit the Arsenal at this point. Yeah, it snaps his boots. We can feedback out if anyone has any questions on the equipment. We can let you know. But yeah, I think just here playing a 7, playing 2-card 7, like
2-card 7,
putting the pressure on. Play to your good turns. Play to your channels, right? Like don't need to overcommit. Don't need to and keep filling that arsenal because 5-card turns pretty good.
All right, so Matt's blocking up with 3, taking 4 damage, and where are we going from here?
Yeah, get that embodiment too. That's always nice.
Good. That's good. So Matt again with the 4 cards. Well, he's got 3 cards in hand, 1 in arsenal. So having a think here, does he have a means of gaining an action point, which he does through always with scabs, or does he have a cheeky go again in his hand? And he does.
Yeah, another Dread Screamer.
Another Dread Screamer.
So you're just going to keep putting on that pressure. Yeah, Carapace is interesting versus a deck with no on hits.
Yeah,
that's
a good point,
like
but it's still armor, though.
We'll see what it does. Like, I think I personally, I really like tuning. Especially in a game where you think it's going to go a little bit longer, going to be a bit more blocking, going to get a couple of resource value out of that. 4 damage, pretty good, eh?
Yeah, no, it's. I still think that maybe he's thinking that we're just going to have a bit of a longer game plan. Maybe it's deck slots as well, potentially. That having that, if you got Tunic and Carapace and having the Aether Eye Weave, but I don't know.
Briar's just trying to do their job of trying to lower the price of Tunic. That's what they're doing now. Everyone take Tunic out your list. Let's knock a couple of tenors off. Yeah.
Here we go. No, we're coming in for 6 again. Is Briar just going to be blocking up and just doing, if we're going to play this game of whether, Matt Fox is coming in for a 3-card 12 every turn or a 3-card 10 potentially with Ghostly Visit.
Oh, we see the new card, Anthem of Spring, I believe it is.
Yeah, so this is making another embodiment of for that. So that's coming in for a 7 block now.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Ooh, see, yeah, again, a 3-card 12. So because he's banished a 6-cost card, the Diabolic Offering is coming in for 6, but
getting some great block value.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is great. Yeah,
I've never seen a Tome of Harvest come in as a sink below since Tales of Aria came out, and there was this is pre-Ban Briar, or pre-Arata Briar specifically.
And we're just going to see a CNC here. We saw it revealed by the Rabble earlier. I'm sure Matt knew it was coming.
Too soon for Husk. I know it's way too. Surely it's way too soon to Husk. It depends if he's got this. Oh, he's got a Bloodrush Bellow in it. He's got a Bloodrush Bellow in his hand. That's
I think.
very.
We do see the
okay.
Husk wants to protect the.
But he's got a big Bloodrush Bellow turn at this point. So if he can just block this out.
I mean, it's a class. Why not? Eh?
Yeah,
Why
I mean,
not?
yeah, this could be a huge turn.
Block and CNC. Oh, he's got block and CNCs with Husk. It's been good for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still got that go-to touch sitting in the banish zone. It's been played once. Yeah, it's been played up once. It's been recurred up once. Oh, he's pitching the Bloodrush Bellow to play another play that Bloodrush Bellow. So double Bloodrush Bellow turn. And I don't know why he's showing his hand, but he has.
I mean,
pretty much just to confirm that he's not going to go wrong.
Just wants to reveal a little bit of additional information there.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I think he's just showing off that random pulping. I don't know why he's showing his hand. That was a turn. So I wonder if he pulled a blue.
Can't tell if the
So don't worry, this Bloodrush Bellow isn't a 2 damage attack. That token's sitting there as a note to say that for the rest of his turn, his brute attacks will come in for +2, which I'm sure a lot of you who are watching will know. But I'm seeing that the percentage of Briar is slowly dropping.
Yeah.
As we're going through this, because I mean,
the Briar's had like we said, the Briar's been doing stuff, but not really putting on enough pressure to
because he keeps blocking out,
not really playing into the Briar game plan, playing into the Levius game plan of just being able to block with some cards and do a big
Levia will outvalue
big response.
Yeah, with lower cards, she's not going to come in with big on hit effects. She would just hit you with better numbers.
Pitching the pulping here, I'm wondering if we are missing a blue in hand, but
so we're pitching pulping for pulping. So he's just wondering really, because I reckon he didn't draw a blue.
He's got to be careful here because I think Briar can block. Is it that if you block it out, you lose the go again?
Yes, that's true. But you need to block. What will happen is he's going to discard a card.
Yeah, it's 2 card block.
But if he gets rid of a 6, which he does, so now it's dominated.
Yeah, but he's got the equipment here.
No, but he needs to block with 2 cards, non-equipment cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got dominate, and you need to block with 2 cards.
So he gets to go again.
So he will get a go again, no matter what. So 8 dominate.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, this is pretty good, but I still don't think this is the most ideal Bloodrush Bellow turn, because he really wants to set up that blue. He really wants to make use of the claws to come in for a 5 go again and another potential 5 go again, and then come in with a big attack. Right now, we've just played a really good 8 dominate, but it's still just, it got blocked up for 4, you know what I mean? But we managed to pick a blue. We've got 1 resource floating. If he has got a 1-cost card, brute card in that arsenal, this will be it'll be a bit of a save, or it'll probably be Ghostly Touch.
This is a huge turn for Matt here. We are seeing Briar's players' life total just melt away.
Yeah,
and he's blocked. He's blocked with 2 cards, and he's here we go.
Here we go. The slithering shadow.
It's our card, guys.
It's our card, guys. Oh, we spoiled this card. Did you not know?
1 cost for 6. We did say, didn't we?
Yeah, this card.
Good rate, mate.
Oh, no,
and I think it's going to be here
Oh.
coming in for 8. This is a disaster for Briar. An absolute disaster. He's blocked with 2 cards, and he's bled so much damage. He's still got a lot of equipment block left.
Yeah.
But that was a huge turn for Matt, and exactly what he needed to get back into the game.
My days. So we're seeing now that the percentage number from Briar to Levia is slowly dropping. Still 60% think that Briar's going to bring it
some people
back.
still got the faith.
I know, honestly. We've now lost the Husk, and we now lost the Scanlan Freshback. He has used these big disruptive turns, but just the blocking power from Levia is now gone. So now she's left with just the raw damage. Now I think Matt is at this point where he's got to push now to the finish line, because if it goes on any longer and he can't close out the game, Briar can just explode.
Yeah, we just need to check if Matt did take the blood debt damage there. I don't know if he banished a 6 power, so go to the studio then.
That is a good point. I don't know whether he did banish a 6 power at that time, because it was just a pulping turn. So he should be down to.
Anyone in the studio?
5.
Maybe feed that back.
Yeah.
But we are seeing a response here with Arcanite Crackle, but Arcanic Crackle, but I think it could just be a Crackle and Arsenal here from the Briar player.
So don't worry, chat. There is Alan is always listening to what we're saying. So Alan, if he is hearing anything from the chat and from us talking, he'll be able to notify Barry. Barry will be able to notify a judge if there is anything wrong. If we haven't noticed it, then
there we go. We just saw the live title update.
Just remember the live titles can also just not reflect on what's happening. But yeah, don't worry, everyone. We're cool.
Yeah, we can we can be heard in the studio. So,
yeah, we can be heard.
We can be heard in the studio. So we'll pass things on if they need to be passed on. Make sure you guys get the best games.
Have some faith. Just I would always say, if you see something that's not right, probably just wait just a couple of minutes just for the delay.
So looking at the game where it stands here, it does look pretty bad for Briar. But the thing is, he does have a lot of equipment block left. If he does, I see he's got one more pivot left.
100%.
He can commit all of his equipment to do a really big turn.
Like I said, yeah, Matt has to push it now.
It's totally not out. I think he's done well. He's kept all of his equipment, and he's going to be using that purely to have one last switch of the tempo and try and get control of that game again.
Big time, but Matt Fox is going to have to use his live title now.
He's drawing the gas.
He's going.
Blood Rush Bella.
He's going.
This is good stuff.
This
from Matt,
is going to be a big turn.
The Briar player, he got his Chalamar Heroic turn 1 basically for him, but Matt's responded with some incredibly powerful responses and incredibly powerful turns.
So we got 6 blood debt in the banish zone now. Levia has turned off the blood debt because he's banished the Boneyard Marauder. He's drawn 2. He's got to go again. So that's the best bit about Ghostly Touch is if his hand's just like a load of reds, you always go, it's not ideal. It's not the best, but you always got a Ghostly Touch just to throw out there.
Exactly. And I like it a lot. I mean, that's why we're saying if it is just a one-of, it's good that Matt was lucky that Matt managed to draw it so quickly and get it into the game, get it impact to the game so quickly.
Okay, he's doing the old Matt. He's doing the old I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna do it. Probably not. He picks that card up. He puts it as right to the edge as possible. He's like a game of chess. You know when you keep your finger on the chess piece, if you don't let go, it's been played. He's still touching it, just making sure. But he's now in on. It's on. It's in play.
In case
now.
It phases out of existence, but it has remained in existence, and he's coming in for 4 with go again.
Okay, so like I said, I think now this is where the armor pieces is going to, like you said, is going to be the big crucial point to pivot this back round and go, look, my turn is going to be really good here. I'm just going to push out huge damage. And I think Matt has also got to use that 19-point life total to go, I might have to just potentially take a bit to the face to just get this over the line, or I've got to try and get these Dread Screamers that are now laced into my banish zone and try and flip into consumed so I can just keep that pressure on just to end the game.
We see another block here. I'm just gonna keep defensive.
Okay, taking 1.
What can Matt follow up with here?
Matt's doing the Olympic stretch here. Fly in the booth.
There's a fly in the booth.
There's a fly in the booth.
Fire in the booth.
Fly.
Fly in the booth. Fly in the booth. We're getting our best material out of the way.
We're
It's gonna be a long day today. We got 7 to 9 rounds. I'm not entirely sure. We've got 9 rounds on our schedule, but depends on player numbers.
The numbers, yeah, but we're down to 7.
We're seeing some deep tank thinking here from Matt.
Classic Matt. This is classic Matt thinking. He might pick up a card.
They don't call him Matt the tank, folks.
I don't think they do either.
That's why they call him.
I'll call him Matt.
He's built like a tank, isn't he?
Oh yeah, God, yeah. You'll see in the player interviews.
Find the booth, yeah.
Oh yeah, you'll see. So he's having a quick think through now. I'm really looking forward to him picking up the card, putting it as close to the table as possible, having that long thing. It's pitching. Making sure. Oh, we've got a Dread Screamer now. This is really good.
Is that 2 floating as well? Is he using
That's
that
2 floating,
so he can claw?
Yeah, he can claw here. This is all right turn actually. This is a pretty good turn. 13 cards. 13 damage, not 13 cards. 13 damage from an Art of War turn.
It's just good stuff.
Yeah,
good rate, mate.
That's decent.
And
decent.
he's going to
Fair
really
enough.
put the pressure on. I think we're going to have to draw some equipment from Briar or a block again because he's pushing.
He could miss now, yes, Joshua.
Yeah.
He could put this out, but
I don't think he cares.
I
Well, I mean, obviously he would prefer not to,
no,
but
no,
like
the odds. I think the
gets
odds.
the ghostly. Did he get the ghostly?
He got the ghostly back in there, so gosh,
Jeez.
he could throw the ghostly out again.
Yeah, that's actually
That's
pretty
a double ghostly turn.
He's not got the +1 from
That's pretty
Art of
cool.
War because it was go again and bash draw 2, but
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
yeah, why not?
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
It's clause
Tend to-
on. Clause are on,
clause-
but it's not going to
clause
really
on.
matter because it's 2 costs. So yeah, he's just basically got an extra 1 if he wants to throw that ghostly out again.
Okay, so
Ooh,
now
big blocks.
Oh yeah, we are blocking him. Yeah, we are really blocking.
Embodiment
this
is
time.
up because of the crackle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is he got what? Is Pietro got 1 card left in his hands?
Got 1 card in hand, 1 card in arsenal.
Yeah. Okay, but he's still got this big load of equipment. I think he's just trying to potentially weather the storm for just a huge blowout.
Matt might just decide to keep the ghostly here in
Maybe.
the
I mean-
banish zone and just swing a claw because you know does he need to commit the ghostly now? Maybe he wants to keep that. Maybe he's got a plan. Maybe he's got a better
also-
use of those. He's got 2 resources. Maybe he wants to use his resources more cleanly and just swing a claw.
Yeah.
1 damage less, but I kind of like it. Kind of saving that ghostly for a big turn. Draws into another Blood Rush Bellow. Might be something he can do with it. Or another. He's played 2 Art Wars already.
He's played 2 Art of
we've
Wars,
seen
2
one
Dread,
blood-
2
one-
Dread Screamers.
Yeah, and 1 Blood Rush has been pitched.
And 1 Blush has been played.
So maybe
Yeah, I
it's
think
one more
I think we're maybe seeing a bit of a potential point of his deck where we might just slow down a wee bit here. So
yeah, the game has slowed down. Well, the game
Well, I
actually
think
the game
yeah.
started very very violently, but like
Yeah.
actually the Briar player slowed down quite quickly and has been playing defensive. Has been just playing these good, just one or 2 card hands, just cycling that arsenal. And I guess just waiting for the right time to switch tempo. He doesn't want to commit equipment. Commit a little bit of equipment, but doesn't want to equip too much equipment until he has to. He's on 10.
he is on 10, yeah, and but with all that equipment, it's far more than than you know what you think. So, I mean, we've also I don't know how, we've got more than 6 blood deck cards in the banish zone now, and he's got Doomsday in hand. So
It's pretty good.
that's all right. It's pretty good. Yeah,
pretty good.
You could get that out and just have a 6 going. And then flip into consumed, but that's a lot of. I think you only really want to flip into consumed at the last possible
Yeah,
point.
I don't
right?
think
Not-
I don't think it's.
I'm not saying that's a good idea.
Yeah,
but
I'm not saying I don't think it's
but I'm not
time. I
saying you
don't think it's
should.
time, but like I think
It's going to be the quote of the day,
I
everyone.
think Matt is in
You
the
could.
driving seat here. He doesn't need to do anything silly. Just needs to keep putting the pressure on. Eventually,
I
Briar's
dunno,
going to
his
have to
hand
use that
looks-
equipment.
His hand look. All right, so here we go. Right, so we have Doomsday. It's in a Blood Rush Bellow. We've got a Graveling Growl, which I know he can't play, and I believe that could be a Diabolic Ultimatum as well. So it's a bit of a weird hand here, where he's only really got the Graveling Growl as a Blood Rush Bellow target, right? Because the Diabolic Offering isn't going to be doing anything for him. Oh, he's just took
he's
that
gonna do
all
it.
to the face. Oh, and we just gonna. Oh, and we are
Summoning.
summoning Blast Don't know why that's a terrible version of why Black
Bum, bum,
That's better. That's it. There we go.
Second time we got
That's
it. Yeah,
it. That's gonna be, and we're coming in with Blasphemous and Blood Rush Bellow. We are
Yeah,
going
this
full
is gonna
brute
be pretty
mode.
big.
Yeah, pretty good. We're good. This is gonna be good. Took that 4 to the face. And we go, if you can draw it. If you can draw it.
Okay.
If you can draw it. We could easily do
But is
a
that?
big claw,
Yeah.
claw, Blasphemous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a game 1, indeed,
Yeah.
Aiden. What a game 1.
10 out of 10. You got that right, Jotrick. 10 out of 10. Oh, what's he thinking? What's he thinking? What's he thinking? Is he going to play the Art of War?
I think he needs to pitch it.
Is he
Right?
going to play the Art of War?
Why? Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I would just go hard, right?
We'll just take it, Matt. Matt, you're a man who likes to take a step back, but today he isn't. He's not taking a step back. Normally, I'm used to seeing him just putting that card on the table, tapping it around,
Yeah.
moving it a bit, and then not playing it. But this time he's like, no, I'm playing this.
He's got resources.
I am
so...
playing this. He is going to turn off the blood debt.
Yep.
Which is probably a good idea, actually, because he hasn't actually had a way to turn off the blood debt. until now. So he's going to draw another 2. And I think that's all right. We got the blood debt turned off.
Maximum greed, yeah. Why not? Game
greed.
1.
No, but I don't actually. I know that you don't know what you're going to draw, but
he
even
had
so, you
still had one. He's always going to have one resource remaining after the Art of War. So.
Yeah, I know, and he has. Even if we went claw Bastafet, he would take all of that damage to the face. I think he's really trying to make sure he doesn't have to do it. Even if he just went claw Bastafet, blood debt's turned off. So, but right now we can play the game of claw Bastafet. Potentially, I don't know what.
He's still got the ghostly as well.
He's got the ghostly as
he
well.
Didn't commit it. There we go.
There we go. Yes, we're doing the ghostly go again, but it's not using the Blood Rush Bellow.
No,
full effect. So we will. But I don't know whether Blood Rush Bellow. At the minute, I'm not seeing what we're getting from Blood Rush Bellow. Are you?
The TV would turn off in 5 minutes, so I just.
Oh, yeah. Okay. By the way, just as a heads up, we've got an amazing LG TV.
It's a beautiful TV. Yeah, I did it. Don't worry, I did it.
Don't worry, Alan.
The studio is coming through saying, "Please don't let the TV turn off." So.
Yeah. So we've got a remote here. It's got Netflix. We could switch over for Netflix.
I'll press the Netflix button.
Yeah, we can see what's on.
Anyway, we've got an amazing turn coming up.
Coming
up. So we've got 4 going again.
Hang on, sorry. I've got a weird thing here. Your volume's on 7. Can you just put it to 6 or 8? Thank you. I'm a man that has to have the volume on 6 or 8, not an even number. Anyway, he's going in with the ghostly touch again. I just don't know what we're not really maximizing the Blood Rush Bellow turn.
Yeah,
we're not maximizing that turn. So he could be coming in for a 4 with ghostly touch, which is cool, right? But claw for 5? We go again? You know, I'm not sure. Maybe he's there's a bigger plan in his brain. Usually is. He's a Pro Tour champion. Pietro having a think here. I mean, he's been really on the defensive all game.
Yeah, he had a really good start. Managed to play around the Scowling Flesh.
Yeah, well, let's be honest, he picked the wrong card.
Yeah,
the wrong card was picked.
It was the banish on the nimblism rather than the attack, which was great for him. But since then, we've not really seen a big turn. I mean, tried to pivot with a CNC, but Matt had the husk.
That's like I said. We're at the start of the game. We've got the Scowling Flesh and we've got the husk. We've got 2 big piece of equipment that's going to completely just turn the turn off, and he's going to use that to his advantage just to keep the tempo. Honestly, Levi is in such an amazing spot. She's got so many get out, I'm in a spot and I can just get myself out of this jam that I'm in with Husk, with Scowling Flashback, with flipping into Consumed, with even a Scabs.
Yeah, let's we're having a think here from Brian. I think they're thinking what Firstly, can I survive this turn? Secondly, is it the turn I commit my equipment? But if I'm committing my equipment, what am I doing? But the Briar player is reaching the point where they've got to commit something.
I know. You've got to have a turn, because in the end, when Matt flips into consuming, you just don't have that life total to buffer the storm that's coming. You know, he is going to throw down he could block up your big turn and just go, I can play Endless Maw from the Banish Zone. Just coming for 9. How many times can you can't take that. You can't just take 9 to the face when you're this low.
No, you can't.
No, you'll lose the game.
But Briar's clearly thinking, I've not got the hand to actually swing back and get back in the game. So do I.
I can see he's got in his hand, right? It looks like he's got an E-Strike. It's got a Lightning Surge, I believe.
Lightning Surge. It's the Lightning Surge, but the only thing I can think is maybe here we go. We see it with the Providence. Put the Arsenal at the bottom of your deck. Draw another card. You got one more card to block with.
Yeah, that's true. But
I don't think they're going to do it.
No, I just think
it's a card from hand.
Christ. Okay, well, maybe the Arsenal card's really good then.
I guess that's just the tempo losing play if you do that though.
Absolutely. He knows he's got to take something to the face now. But then again, a claw for 5. These are big numbers, man. Not so. These are big numbers. I think Pietro's in a. He's got to get real close. Low health now to this point.
He is committing the armor. So here we go. We're seeing the armor commit from Briar. Going to try and survive and then have a turn, but really doesn't want to give up any cards in hand if they can avoid it.
But we're going to come in with a Blasphemous.
It's not gonna be good.
It's not good. No. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, Blasphemous Fair. I will.
Boom.
I will see. I will see now.
We are seeing demons already
yeah.
on game one of the
But
Calling Birmingham being thrown at poor little nature.
I know.
Poor little druids trying to deal with demons.
The battle of soul, the battle of light versus shadow is in full effect. Briar, we know in the story, is in the battle. She's coming to
I'd say
defend
Briar's more
soul.
chaotic neutral, but we don't want to.
Hang on, we're just. I don't write the story, right? I just see the story.
What a great opening game, though. I hope everyone's enjoying this so far. This has been fantastic, and we're seeing the Busman Fet swing in 4-6. That is exactly lethal.
That is exactly lethal. So I reckon we can eat. We've got to throw a card here, and he knows he's got to throw a card, but what card, right? And how are we going to bring this back into the game? Because he's going to be left with 3 health at the end of it, most likely, and then he's got to have a huge turn. And I think he also needs to play on that Matt wants to flip to consumed. He wants to flip to consumed to get that, to keep that tempo going. I don't think he wants to block with that, but I don't think he's also got the room now to take a load of damage to play it anymore. The channel's great when you take.
Well, this is his his attempted tempo swing. He's committed his equipment. This is the time. You've got to do it now. You're not going to be able to do this again. This is your last big turn.
Yeah,
unless the Levia bricks.
I don't. The thing is, it's getting hard to brick at this point because Matt can choose to flip to consume at any point.
Well, he's in claw lethal now. Like you,
he can just claw.
You swing a claw. You're still pushing. You're still getting a card. This is the turn from Briar. Can Briar? It's a 15 health Levia right here. This is going to be really hard to get that pressure. No. Still got a block on the boots. It's tough to see, but let's see what Briar can do.
Well, he's not going to. So because of the embodiment of Earth, the channel's blocking for 4. So we've only lost. We only took 2 health. So it's not.
4 is good.
We're not. 4's good. 4's fine. It's not claw lethal.
Embodiment important.
Okay. So are we flipping now? Because
it looks like we are. Because we're reading the text.
How did we flip? Because I thought the blood debt was turned off. Blood debt is not off. I thought we did.
Did we not banish?
What did we banish from the Art of War?
Checking that.
Possible
judge check, everybody. So we'll just bear with us there.
Okay, yeah. I think what's happened. So judge is in. So I'm not sure if he should have flipped because I thought he did do an Art of War.
Oh, we're on screen. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Doing an old judge check, but we're just checking if the card is banished. So
you caught me. I'll be like, whoa, we're on the camera.
We've got Fuzzy Boy over here. We got. Come over here where the camera's good. You want to come over?
Is that no. All right, okay.
It's the same. It's just your face.
It's just my face. I'm just born blurry.
So we're just doing a judge check, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the game.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it's been an absolute banger.
Yeah.
Game 1. But,
I'm loving the fact we've seen Blasphemous Effect just come
out
on the board.
Game 1. This is great. We should have got the blast on the back screen. We are back in the game. What? Back. So we have reflipped. We've unflipped. We'll just have a little check.
Okay, so we are not flipping.
We are
flipping. Obviously the card that was banished was
judge is conferring apparently, so we're just
that's fine. I mean, if the judge,
it looks like the game has moved on, so we will cast as it is going. I've seen a 5th hand, so clearly someone is involved.
So there is a judge there. I can see next to Pietra there is a judge there, just looking through what's going on.
Well, explain to us, Hamish, for the audience at home. How does how is Levia consumed or Blasphemous? So this is the new card, the new important card for Levia, right?
Thank you, Trip. Word for word, yeah?
Yeah.
Word for word.
Yeah. Just read the text to everyone, yeah.
So just read the text. Right. No, but basically, in short, what happens is that once per turn, you can play a card from the banish zone. I think it could be just a shadow card from the banish zone once a turn. Okay, so it could be even the Guardian of the Shadow Realms on the opponent's turn. You could play that out the banish zone as well. But when it's time to blood debt, however many blood debt cards you get, you are basically banishing those cards from your deck. But every time a banish card goes into the banish zone, it goes in face down. So Matt is banishing 8 cards a turn now until he runs out of deck, basically. So
Yeah.
he's on the, even though Levia is in this point where she is playing these cards out the banish zone, kind of like Chain, she's on a timer. You know, it's the deck now. That's the life, not your life, not your actual life, which is really cool. Which is really, really cool.
So we're going to see probably one of Briar's last big turns here. We're going to see what they can do. I'm seeing an Anthem.
We've still got Blasphemous on the board.
Still got Blasphemous on the board.
Still got Blasphemous. We've got Levia consumed by Blasphemous.
It's very confusing.
With Blasphemous.
As Shamir points out in the chat, now that, oh god, now there's two of them.
There's two Blasphemous. I know which one I'm cooking. So an E-strike for a draw a card.
Still got the snaps, so it makes sense to me.
Where's it going? Which way is it going? Is it? I think this one's going to Matt. We're going to snappy that. Matt is taking that to the face. He's using his life total as a resource now to pivot the game forward.
Could have killed Blasphemous with that. Maybe has another way to kill it if they want to kill it.
But does he have a? You know, how often does Briar have a 6 cost? Just
he's
floating
got
around?
Command and Conquer.
Yeah, no, but you got to pitch for that.
Yeah, I know it's tough. I feel like maybe. I think the Briar players just knows that they have to push damage to face. Maybe it's the classic Prism thing. It's time to leave the auras alone, but I'm not sure necessarily that's the way to do it.
No, I know. This is going to be rough.
Let's go Blasmo. Let's go Blasmo. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Let's go Blasmo.
We got a double Blasmo there. This is exciting stuff. So even now, Matt could even just quite easily just block it for 6 here and then just go pitch, play Dread Screamer from the banish zone, have a go again, blast with 6. So it's literally...
It's looking tough, everyone. It's looking tough.
It could be a 1-card 12 at this point. You could just have 1 card in hand and just play the Dread Screamer from banish. A 1-card 12. Crazy.
1 card 12.
1 card 12.
1 card 12? 1 card 12.
Yeah.
That's a good rate, isn't it?
Yeah, that is crazy rate. But you only got a couple of them, and we're banishing 8 cards from the deck, and it will increase every time he keeps putting those. Actually, at the same time though, if he gets rid of them, the blood deck count does go down.
So we get the Nimblism into Rabble, hitting what looks like a red Bramble Spark off the top. So going to be some big numbers still. Still go again.
7 go again, but then like I said, Matt's just got plenty of cards in the hand. He's got plenty of cards in the banish zone he can play out from, and he's got Blasphemous set sitting there.
Targeting face, it seems like, not going to kill that Blasmo.
Yeah, I think he
gets the double block here.
So,
well, we never know with Matt, but yes,
yeah,
the cards are.
Oh, is it
down?
Yeah, the cards are down. Game of chess, everyone.
And coming in with the Rosetta here for 2 and 2. I think honestly, is that the first Rosetta we've seen this entire game?
That is the first Rosetta.
The first Rosetta for 2 and 2 we have seen. What's Matt going to do here?
Does he block? Does he go down to 3? Oh, he does block. Yeah,
he's going to block, and he's going to feel comfortable here.
Dread Screamer blue. Oh. Yeah, we're in. We're locked in. Take 2. So this, like I said, we got a one card 12?
Maybe a 1 card 12, like Hamish was saying. It could be what we see here now.
I think it will be a 1 card 12. He's just going to see if he's got that Dread Screamer in the banish. How many Dread Screamers does he have in the banish? We'll see. He could roll the dice. I think
he's thinking about it.
He's having to think. Alan, let's see if we can move over to the Matt Folks cam. Thank you, Alan.
Are we going to get a double 1?
Look at this guy. He's having to think. How many times can I pull off playing a card from the banish? How many cards do I, can I banish to pull this off? How many 6 is going to do? If I did a Dread Screamer, will I get the go again? Do I need to roll the scabs? I've got Gambler's Gloves. Think of this like I am Matt's brain. My voice sounds exactly what Matt is thinking.
Poor Matt.
Poor Matt. Poor Matt indeed.
He is in the tank here.
He is in the tank. But I don't blame him. But this is a crucial moment.
This is the most terrible position to be as a crowd player, is that you should probably win this game and you don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, exactly. So
he will roll.
No, but why not? Why not?
Roll. We're gonna manifest it.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay. Gambler's Gloves. Come on. Oh my days. If you saw us, Trip grab hold of me. I know. Trip just grab hold of me.
Clutching my pearls.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we are going. We've been told by Alan that we are too loud and excited.
Yeah, we're too loud and excited.
Oh, wow, this is interesting again. Oh, I think I know what's going on here. We've got 2 action points. Dread Screamer would go again. We'll see. But he's safe. But he was still rolling the dice here.
Yeah.
He's still rolling the dice.
Because he's got to
If
hit
he gets
the,
a 6, if he gets a 6,
yeah.
I think he's got a 1 cost in the arsenal. So we'll go Dread Screamer, 1 cost from the arsenal, action point left, Blasphemy Effect, close the game. Scene.
Ooh.
Okay, that one. Oh, okay.
Is that blue?
No,
red? Oh, yeah.
That's. Oh, we're
hits
good.
that.
Okay, we're good. Okay, so that is coming in with a 6.
Go again.
Those cards are now, because of Levia consumed, it's going to flip face down. So no recursions there. So we're going to bot 6. Of course, you got to bot 6. We are looking end gamey now. Yeah, and then we're going to come in for 6. And then what's the 1 cost? Could it be the ghostly?
Goes down to 1.
Oh, it's the Goblin Girl.
GG.
Well
Good game. What a game.
What a game.
What a great game.
What an amazing game.
Game 1 of day 1.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Winner, Matt Fox on Levia.
Amazing.
Briar had a very good start, but
It was a
tough one for them. But
I think we're just showing off what, like, literally Levia's ability to just push out high numbers of damage on just
consistent
low cards.
damage.
Yeah,
consistent
absolutely.
damage. Never let up that whole game. It's pushing big numbers every single time. That's the power of Brute, I guess, in general. Like big numbers on big cards.
Yeah.
Right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to come back to us soon. We got to put our thumbs up because we are coming back. And hello. Welcome back. Wow. Hey, what a game. What a
game. That was a very
hero that you like to
game.
play, hero that I like to play. It was like it was meant to be. I haven't played Briar in a while, but it was, I don't know, it didn't feel like Briar had much game in that, to be honest.
Start was rough. It came with, like you said,
really well, but
like,
played defensively, was trying to get to another out, but just kept leaking damage and wasn't able to shift the tempo the way that Briar wanted.
No, Levia had just back-to-back big turns, really showing off the amazing use of using her equipment to the full effect. And then Art of Wars, Bloodrush Bellows turns. I think what you just saw was a really, just a really good consistent turn. But even then, right near the very end, we still need to roll the dice.
Still roll those dice.
You needed to. I mean,
imagine a world without gamblers, eh? Like,
I know. If he rolled that one and rolled another one, I think he's just straight up.
And I think it just says a lot, doesn't it, that we are seeing Pro Tour champions on Levia. That is how much Levia has changed. Like no one was on Levia, and now suddenly Pro Tour champion Matt Fox taking Levia. People change their votes. Come on, no, more people vote.
Whoa.
But 53%, 56%, I should say, thought that Levia was going to win. Levia did take it down.
Yeah,
and it's a good start for Matt, but you can always sub it.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you all enjoyed the very first game of the UK Calling Birmingham with a Levia versus Briar match, and it was really awesome to see, for what I've actually saw for the first time ever, a double Blasphemy Effect turn, which was really cool.
I thought there was only one Blasphemy Effect, but it turns out there's 2, and they were both on the board. So hopefully we'll get to see that again today. But I guess stranger things have happened, right?
Absolutely.
It definitely was 70% Briar at the start of the video, but then Matt turned it on and won the game. So thank you, everyone. We're going to wrap to a community video now, and we will see you in game number 2.